Hi, BookTube. This is Johnny. I thought I'd make a video. I'm down in the lower level. I'm down here because our granddaughter, Josie Joy, is spending the night, and she brings her sleeping bag, and she sleeps next to Nani. And she says, "Papa, you go down in the lower level." So I'm down here in the lower level. There's a bed down here. There's a couch. You can see the couch over there. And you can see all the books surrounding me. Here's my flashlight. So I'm sitting here. Just took my daily hot shower. And I brought down to read. I've been reading, like I said in my video, that I'm kind of out of it. Like this morning, I didn't read any of my Christian books this morning. Of course, the day I volunteered at the Book Nook, the library used bookstore, I got there around 9:50. I got home around 5 after 1. Carol was gone all day over in Grand Rapids babysitting our oldest son's 2 daughters, Josephine and Cora, because Emily has gone back to work after being on maternity leave. So Carol's went over there to babysit. Emily only works 4 days a week, but her mother came down, Emily's mother, and she watched the girls, and then Carol took Friday. And so, yeah, today I just been reading Night Walking, A Nocturnal History of London by Matthew Belmont. And I brought down to read more of Shadowban by Steve Erickson. I think I read in the back here, I think I have 2 of Steve Erickson's books somewhere in this mess. Let me see where they're at. Let me see. Hey, I think they're here, but I'm not really sure. Oh, here they are. Here's Steve Erickson's books. Here's 2 other Steve Erickson's books. This is Zeroville by Steve Erickson, who wrote this one, Autobahn. And then I found this one at a thrift store a couple years ago, American Nomad by Steve Erickson. Pop Visions, Restless Politics, Apocalyptic Memories, and the End of the Millennium. And then I found this at a thrift store by Steve Erickson. This is, what's this one called? Oh, I can't pronounce it. Let me see what the title is. It's called Arc DX by Steve Erickson. It says, happiness is a dark thing to pursue, and the pursuit itself is a dark thing as well. These are the words of Erickson's Thomas, inventor of the American dream and guiding spirit of this passionate, brave, unforgettable novel. In Thomas' love for his 14-year-old slave, Sally, and her irrevocable choice to forfeit freedom for that love, lies the embolic dilemma that has forged our nation's destiny, the tension between history's denial of the dictates of the human heart and our pursuit of the heart's expression. Over Arc DX hovers the smoke of an 18th century slave who was burned at the stake for murdering the white man who raped her. Through the ashes move the many incarnations of Sally and the men who are touched by her. Etcher, perched on the mouth of a volcano on the outskirts of a theocratic city, who is literally rewriting history, a washed-up middle-aged American novelist waiting in the city of Berlin in the year 1999 for the end of time while a small guerrilla army rebuilds the wall in the dead of the night. Arc DX is a reckless, visionary elegy for the second millennium and a literary bridge to the third, where feeling is at once heightened and debased, language drained of significance, but filled with potent meaning, tensed at the intersection of desire and conscience, male and female, black and white. It is the novel that has been looming at the end of the American imagination, where the center of the soul meets the blunt future of the street. So that's it. So these are the novels I have by Steve Erickson in my collection. So I got this down to read. I usually go to bed around 11 o'clock. It's 10:12 here in West Michigan. It is a Friday night. It is May the 4th. Tomorrow is a Saturday, May the 5th. So yeah, I got night walking. Should put those back so I know where they're at. You know, things get displaced down here. I have a book like, Courage. This is a biography. I only have the first volume. This is Courage, Early Visions, Richard Holmes. The Early Visions, I have that. I have like The Life of Kingly Ames, Zachary Leader. It's a big, massive thing. Look at that thing. And here's Gail Caldwell, Let's Take the Long Way Home, a memoir of friendship. The Life of Charles Dickens, an illustrated edition by John Forster. So I was looking at, before I made the video, I have this is a New York Review Books classic original, The Gray Notebook by Joe Pia. This is translated out of Catalan, which is like a Caledonian or Chaldean. It's like that language. There's a little country in Spain up there, the Caledonian. It was translated by Peter Bush. I bought this several years ago. Several years ago, we were in visiting our second son when they lived in New Mexico, and we were in Taos, or was it Santa Fe? And I bought this book, Diary by Woolhall Grombich, translated by Lillian Veely. I like diaries and memoirs. So I mentioned the other day I found this book by Richard Flanagan, Gould's Book of Fish, a novel in 12 fish. This is his other novel, Death of a River Guide by Richard Flanagan, and The Narrow Road to the Deep North by Richard Flanagan, winner of the Man Booker Prize. So I keep these down here. So I got all kinds of books, like Rupert Brooke, a biography. Oh, this is a book I bought last year and I haven't read it. The House of Government, a saga of Russian Revolution by Yuri Shishkinsky. This is, I translate out of Russian. Oh, maybe not. It's not translated. But I got a ton to read. I got so many books to read. It's just amazing. You can just see when you look around all the books. It's just there's the pillows and you know, books, and see all of my Christian books, and up there, you know, just Calvin's commentaries, and my laptop down here.